Oh, you know what I also should do? I should make sure my other computer is muted. Hey guys, looks like we
Your
are.
laundry
Yep.
soap is
Hold on.
destroying the earth.
It's me this time. At least it's me. It's my own channel. I screwed it up. Sorry. Hi guys. Welcome to Cancer Horoscopes. Happy 4th of July. The day that the colonized people. You know what? I was trying. Yeah, I'm trying not to be petty, and it already started off, and it was a Freudian slip because I was going to try to say the day that the people who were colonized by Great Britain asserted their independence, but I think colonizer came out, so I'm just going to stop and just say Happy Independence Day.
Happy barbecue day. That's what it is.
Happy picnic day.
Because everybody wasn't free. Let's come on. Everybody was free.
Because it's not about that anymore. It's all about the party.
Bifaless and Homeland and Walmart and Target and Sears got a sale on hot dog buns and Doritos and 12 packs of Pepsi. Let's go.
Let's go get our all of our fireworks to blow off all of the.
They doing it right now. Ain't nothing but trees around here. Don't you set nothing on fire.
Speaking of setting something on fire, so last year for work, I went and did a commercial and a video testimonial in part of California, and so this guy was saved. His life was saved by these teenage lifeguards. Amazing, amazing story. And so most of these lifeguards have gone on to become EMTs, after that particular incident, because it just changed their lives so much. Beautiful story. So one of them walks in, and immediately I notice like one eye is moving around, the other one isn't, and part of his eyebrow is missing. I think, oh, it looks like he has a glass eye. And then he goes to shake my hand. I'm going, the hell? I didn't have to replicate it. I went to shake my hand, and I noticed he was missing a finger and a half. So I'm like, okay, but I was like, okay, whatever. Cool. And so we're, sweetest guy. And he was the main one who was like, saved the other guy's life, doing the chest compressions, whatever. So we get through it. And he was like, yeah. And we're like, my coworker's like, were you able to go into the fire department? He's like, no, I had to take a year sabbatical after I blew myself up with the fireworks.
What?
He was lighting off fire, whatever, and it was bad. Like it blew up in his hand.
Wow.
Blew off 1.5 fingers, exploded in his face, took his eye.
Wow.
And we were like, and mind you, he had already started in the fire academy, so he was halfway through the fire academy, blew himself up.
Is this Stuart Rhodes' brother?
Had to go back, take a year off, and then he's got to go back and start all over again. And did
well, how can he be a fireman when he doesn't have all his fingers?
You can in California, as long as you can pass the physical requirements. They're not gonna.
Oh,
I mean, he can still make it.
Yeah,
he can still. Because as long as he got a thumb, he can grip. So
and one eye.
And the eye, as long as he can pass all the physical requirements. So
I can come into the building, but I can only come in sideways.
Perception is a little off. You're going to hell for that. That's Tony. Jesus smite Tony, not me. Well, I started it because I was going to replicate Jake. But yeah, guys.
Sorry, I'm just joking.
But please be careful with y'all's fireworks.
Don't mess with the fireworks, people. It's crazy, especially here in California. Don't do it. Just don't do it. You'll set the whole state on fire. Just stay away from the fireworks, please.
Real droughty right now, so please.
Boy, I mean, the last time I got caught in the fire, it was horrible. Horrible.
In a fire?
Well, my house, all the houses around me burned. There are 2 across the street. The Woolsey fire 2 across the street burned completely down to the ground. My neighbor's truck caught on fire. His garage caught on fire. The whole back of my house was singed.
Yeah.
All the trees were just gone. The pool was just full of crap. It was a nightmare. You go back and it was like a nightmare scenario where it's dark and the firemen are still there and they're just like watching the embers burn, because at that point there's nothing they can do. So we lost 7 houses on our block, and it was just scary as hell. It was like, okay, this is the end of the world.
Becca was just saying that they had one a week ago in the canyon down the street from her, or behind her. That's scary.
There's the smoke too.
Oof.
Don't burn nothing up. It's summertime too. Everything's a little drier than it normally is.
Everything. And because we can only water our lawns once a week, so you should see the lawns around here. They're all yellow and all dry. Everything is dry. So I'm begging you guys.
I remember back in the day, Don Coleman used to take the hose and we get the whole front yard. He would get part of our neighbor's yard and the other neighbor's yard, and then were we allowed to set anything off.
We popped firecrackers like crazy when I was a kid, because we went out to the country to do it, because you couldn't do it in city limits at that time in Oklahoma, I guess. The fire department or whoever they had to do like the fireworks shows, they could. But so we went out in the country, and was not the greatest thing in the world, because there's nothing but space and grass.
Whatever catches on fire.
But it's pitch dark and there's nobody out there, so that's where we would always go. And I had them blow up in my hand once too.
Oh no!
I still got all my. I was lighting one, but it was like this, and then I had a whole bunch of other ones over here, and so I'm trying to drop this without dropping this, and so it's like I'm doing this, ain't nothing coming out though. They just went pop, 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 pop.
Oh gosh! Okay,
you were so lucky.
To my other favorite one, I hope everybody has seen this. It is as soon as I say it, I think people will know what I'm talking about. He says, "Back up, Terry! Back up, Terry!" It was this. I love African Americans because we ain't right sometimes. Make fun of, laugh, control. Like that's just so. There's this young gentleman and then an older gentleman, he didn't look like grandpa old. He was probably like uncle or older cousin. And he had something on his leg. He's in a motorized wheelchair, and so you can tell like he's got some kind of something happened on top of a possible disability. So the guy in the wheelchair, his name's Terry. And so he's helping the little boy. And again, he's like a teenager, light off firecrackers. Well, they lit the things up and they kind of shoot up and kind of pop, 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 pop. Well, Terry and his wheelchair did not move out in the way. So the guy recording is like, "What you doing, Terry? What you doing? Back up, Terry! Back up, Terry!" And Terry has got the joystick, and he's just trying to do, but the chair's not moving. And I don't know if it's like the pop in, all that kind of got to Terry, and Terry was not moving, and that thing was just. Look, boy went to go help, but then he starts getting blown up, and finally, like by the time the firecrackers were done, Terry finally had backed that chair up like 2 inches. Behind the background he's literally, you see him and the phone almost go onto the side, rolling around in the grass, laughing. And he just
Lord.
Back up, Terry. And so that's about 3 to 4 years old, I believe, at this point. But every 4th of July, we always had somebody on the internet brings that back up. And you're like, "Back up, Terry." And I highly encourage y'all to go watch that.
Watch the fireworks on TV. Don't go out and listen to me. I'm an old lady. Get off my lawn with those fireworks.
What are y'all plans, Tony? What are you doing after the live stream? Watching
absolutely nothing.
Firecrackers on TV?
Yep.
Okay.
If that, yeah.
Johnny, what you doing after the live stream?
Becca's doing the GT. She's going to do a poll for those who want to watch or at least take a poll of the audience to see who she should do one on. Mm-hmm. Me, I'm not doing anything on purpose. If it ain't one of y'all four that I know, then don't ask me for nothing.
I hear you.
Your name ain't Becca, Jen, Adrian, Tony, Sienna. Don't ask me for nothing. Period. Period.
It ain't gonna happen.
Every time I say I ain't got nothing to do, I get 18 emails. Hey, you want to do a video with me?
You're like, no.
I ain't got nothing to do, and I'm trying to leave it that way.
Amen. Depending on how fat and lazy I am, I may, if I'm real lazy, I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna watch the reflections of the fireworks from the Washington Monument into the building that's across from me that has all the glass. You watch it like this. Like, oh, okay. And
everything's turned around in reflection.
But if I'm not super lazy, I'll go on my patio.
Not go down there. You just go step outside.
Yeah.
I don't have to. I can see. I'm that close. I can see it.
That would be me. Yeah, I wouldn't.
But if it's real hot, I'm gonna watch it from the reflection in the building across the street. If it cools off a little bit, then I'm gonna go sit on my patio and do this for about 4 minutes, and then.
It's like when I worked in Texas, the Arctic Monkeys were coming to. It was a band called Arctic Monkey, I think it was. They were coming to the amphitheater, and everybody was excited because apparently they're a big deal. And they were like, "Oh, are you going to go to the Arctic Monkey concert?" I don't know who that is. I like all kind of music, and I'm like, I live like this close to it. It's an amphitheater. I can hear it from here, so I don't need to buy the ticket.
I know the Arctic Monkeys.
The what?
The Arctic Monkeys.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah, that took me like 4 seconds. I was like, wait a minute, you mean the Arctic Monkeys?
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have gone with that.
They came to where I was, but it's like I'm this close to the amphitheater. Just open the door, you can hear it. I don't need to see you.
I stopped going to concerts because everybody stands up, and I don't like
it. And they hold their phone up the entire time. And so
you go to the concert, you go into the watch your back.
Oh, that drives me insane.
You pay all this money looking your back.
I tell you, I didn't pay for a seat, and then I don't get to sit down. That's what
I have a problem with concert to have to watch it through the lens of your phone because you hold it. If you are so afraid that you're not going to remember the moment, you're actually not going to remember the moment because you're not present.
Let me go all the way down here and watch it like this.
And that's how I knew that because I remember the second to last concert I went to was Erykah Badu. And I was already irritated because I purposely got there 4 hours late, knowing she was going to be 4 hours late. And she was 6 hours late at that time. So I still had to wait like 2 extra hours. And it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, which is way, way, way past my bedtime. So as soon as Erykah gets shows up, everybody is just like this. I mean, I was the old lady. Get off my breath. I literally cussed everybody in front of me out. Put that TV phone down. Bah, 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 bah. But I mean, I shamed those people so bad they put their phone down. And that's when I realized I was like, I don't think I need to go to concerts anymore. This is not, I am not in the right age group. And then the last concert I went to a couple months ago, I looked at my friend, like first song, first 3 notes. I looked at my friend and went, you know, this bitch really can't sing that well, can she? My friend said, we left. That wasn't Erykah. Second one was not Erykah Badu, by the way. Erykah can blow. This was another group. But I was like, dude, you really can't sing.
Are we supposed to be in here? I hop a Denny's because we got to get out of here.
I think the last concert that I went to was like Fits in the Tantrum or something. It was huge. And I'm standing there because fuck, you can't get a fucking seat anymore. I'm sorry.
You're talking real talk. Keep some feelings out.
I stood there and I realized like minutes later that I had fallen asleep standing up.
And it's time to go home.
I've never been to a concert. Not been to a place that had a concert. Never ever.
It has to be somebody you really, really want to see. And like, okay, it has to be somebody who puts on a good show. Like Janet Jackson. Her like albums, I'm like, okay. But
she's an entertainer though.
Listen, I think I passed out like 3 or 4 times during that concert because it was so good. Like, it was so good. I went twice.
She's good. She's a good
My
show.
only problem going to a concert is I can't fast forward if that ain't the song I want to hear. It's like, can you not do that one? Go do Velvet Rope. I like that song.
I used to go to Dave Matthews Band concerts all the time.
I love Dave Matthews.
Because that's another one where even because he's never gonna play it how it sounded in their studio albums. I hate this, they're not trash, but the live is when you go to see Dave because they're gonna take each song is like 45 minutes long because everybody's hi. So I did a real nice contact high because I don't smoke weed. I don't smoke weed. And I would just get a real nice contact high, drink, and just listen to Dave.
I love Dave Matthews.
That would be it. Y'all tell us in the chat who is, a concert that you've gone to that you were like, oh my God, that was amazing. Or tell me a concert you're like, yo, that SHIT was TRASH. Exclamation point. Sometimes concerts are trash just because it's a bad, when I looked at my friend and said, that bitch really can't sing, can she? I don't think that was the right venue for her voice.
Yeah.
Some people aren't live singers; they're just studio singers.
And she is a
where they can manipulate the voice, they can compress it, they can put some echo on it, make it sound, put it in auto tune.
Katy Perry, you put her on stage, she don't sound like the record. It's like this. You need help.
Karen says in excess. Did you like them or did you not like them?
I heard. Who was that? We won't tell.
Who was that? Red Lentil Healy. We won't tell her. Yeah, he's a good performer, Dave Matthews.
I always got a chance to go to the Beyonce concert one. That was the one. And I'm like, I don't want to go because she don't sing whole songs. It bothers me. I don't know. I don't like clips. Don't do say my name, and then jump to the next song and then do the soldier for 8 seconds and then do stop that. Yes, I know. That's you singing on skip. That's what you
Well, that's her saying, I got so many hits. I have to make a medley because I can't get them all into one.
That means LaToya Luckett own half that song and you can't sing the other part.
That's smart. Tina Turner would be good. I have always I think he died. I was alive before he died, but I really wish I could have seen Bob Marley.
Yeah,
because most of the Bob Marley song, I have I'm not kidding, it's an 8-hour long playlist of Bob Marley songs. So imagine how many songs, and 99% of them are live performances. I may only have like 3 or 4 that are studio. Because that man would, each song, I have like 18 versions of I Shot the Sheriff, because each version live sounded so different.
He was amazing.
Prince, oh God, I know. Prince.
Oh my God.
I'm like, y'all can come for me, I don't care. I'm not that big of a Prince fan. Sorry, I'm just not. But when Johnny was saying that he was next to an amphitheater, so he didn't have to go, when Prince, one time he came to somewhere in Atlanta and I was close enough where I could hear, and I was like, oh, that is completely different. And yeah, there you go.
Nah, he was a performer.
That's a performer.
Patti
LaBelle. Yes, I want to see Patti when she kicks those shoes off.
When she gets in there and she starts pulling that note from way down, and her arms are doing like this, and she's coming up and like, makes you want to go,
something else about Patty too. I don't know who she stole them recipes from for her cookbooks.
That girl, she can cook. Okay, she didn't steal nothing, or from her grandmother, from her mother, from her grandmother. It's just all those recipes were passed down through her family.
I have made 8 things out of that book, and not a single one of them shits was nasty. I mean, and not just, oh, this is good. I'm talking like freaking slaps fire, delicious. And it was not like I was in the kitchen 18 days cooking hens. You know, it was just real easy to follow, and them shits was all 8 dishes.
Yeah, I had her buttermilk pie and her sweet potato pie. I didn't like the sweet potato.
I don't like her pie, her sweet potato pie.
That sweet potato pie is not African Americans. I don't know where. I don't know where she got that from. It's like
that's not an African American pie.
It was not.
It's missing a whole bunch of butter, a little bit of soul.
It don't have any seasonings in it. Like,
and I was about to say it needs more nutmeg and cinnamon and yeah. But her recipes, her book, baby.
I mean, I tell you, the worst thing you can do is have a pumpkin pie with no spice in it. That would be like, that's like eating somebody's potato salad. It's like, no. I don't eat everybody's potato salad.
You can't, because you got celery in yours, and you got raw onions in yours, and then you got paprika on top of it, or that might be paprika. Or it's like, what?
My brother Scott. I always say, and I'm going to hell. Y'all come for me. I don't give a shit. It's my channel. I'm gonna say what the hell I want to. I know that Scott was a house slave in his previous life. He cooked for Massa and everybody else.
Ran through my head too, because it's hot in this house. I said it's hot like slavery in this house. I had to get up and turn the air on just now.
So Scott would have been that slave that cooked for you in that house, Johnny. Scott can cook. To further show my racism in this point, Scott is a white man from Bakersfield, California. He's not even black. That's how I know he was the house Negro who cooked. Everything this man cooks tastes like, I mean, amazing. He's one of the best cooks ever. Until the day I saw this motherfucker make some potato salad, and he had the nerve to put black olives in it. And I said, oh no. I said, your black card. I'm sorry. All
hand it over.
Privileges.
She talking about raisins. No, put raisins in your potato salad.
Ooh.
So that, to me, him putting the black olives was the equivalent of a raisin. You should have seen my face. I'm not eating that. You put black olives. He's like, I don't do the relish, the sweet relish. I just don't like that. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, you are no longer my brother. You are the caucus America that your skin tone proclaims you to be. I cannot believe this. How are we twins? Like, he is my identical twin. We are the same person, except until that moment he put some black olives, right? And I need to be careful because Scott does watch my live stream.
He knows you're playing. He knows you're playing.
You said you was gonna get him back.
So Scott,
it's going to redeem itself. I disowned him until Scott's husband, my brother-in-law Ruben, took a spoon of the potato salad and put it in my mouth. And I was like,
wasn't so bad.
Okay, I'm temporarily give you your slave privileges back. Don't you ever let me catch you putting put the black olives to the side, or don't you take this to no Negro function? Don't you take this to a Negro function? Talk about I made some potato salad.
Make the 2 tubs like I make every person in my family do. Mind you, I'm one person, but they all got to do it if you want me to come to your house and eat anything. They make gumbo, and it takes 48 years to make good gumbo. And so they put crab legs and shrimp legs and turkey legs and buffalo legs and everything, all these things that they get out the water that they can't pronounce or don't know what it is. As long as it ain't moving there, throw it in there. And I'm like, all them things with shells and crabs and lobsters, and take all that out. or make me one by myself. And so they make one with just chicken and sausage, and the other people, you can eat that other mess.
You wouldn't eat in my house. My dad pulled that shit. My dad's from Louisiana. He does not eat any Cajun food. And then he acts like a petulant child. Like, the hell stinks. I'm gonna go leave. Like, leave, you boat-headed ass motherfucker. Leave. We gonna sit here and eat all of our etouffee. My mother, because his mom spoiled him. She would cook 2 meals for him. So he grew up, and I was like, no.
I'm one person, but if you want me to come to your house and eat, I'm not eating that mess. You got shells floating in the top, all these hooks and legs and stuff in there. Take that mess out of there. What is that? Nope. That's scary.
Oh, Lord.
My husband's allergic to eggs, so we have to make I've always made 3 dinners since my daughter was young, because she didn't, like milk and cheese and stuff. So she didn't like dairy. He didn't like eggs. So
You know what?
like, okay, 3 meals every time.
Hearing these stories, I'm like, this is why I'm unwed and without child, because I don't have the patience to Ricky eat this, Johnny eat that, Bobby eat that. No, we either eating or we not. We grilling or we barbecuing. Which one is we doing? Because you better learn how to go cook what you want to eat.
Y'all got to buy a separate refrigerator. Live
Ooh.
over there. Live over there. All this in here is mine.
Because I'm smart.
Ooh, he's canned oysters. Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
Thank you. Amen, Becca. Eat that outside.
Out.
That and sardines. My father used to eat those. You just open the thing and munch. Then
Vienna sausages too that have that smell. The moment you peel that foil back and that funk
and
one,
it's got all that weenie juice in there. I can't do it.
and spam sandwiches.
I can't do it.
That really squished processed meats.
That ain't meat.
But don't you say that in front of anybody from the state of Hawaii. Yes, I pronounced it wrong. Come for me in the chat, like y'all can see who I'm talking to. Or anybody in the Philippines, that's an abomination.
I grew up on spam. I love spam. I don't eat it anymore because I know
what's in it.
No what's in it.
I thought about you this afternoon before you sent me the email, Tony. I was already so I think we were just thinking about each other anyway. I forgot to mention this in the pre-show. I was reading an article about Chicago and like all these people, 5 people just got killed and whatever. And Lori Lightfoot made a remark, and I couldn't even read Lori's remark. I just thought of you and the look on your face from the Friday night stream. And I just started giggling uncontrollably. I said, "Oh, there go Tony, girl."
My husband was like, why do you have this thing that she did in your, why is this stuck in your cross so bad? I was like, because ghetto. Because we would crawl out of the ghetto so that we could become mayor and a lawyer. And then, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't know why she sticks in my craw.
Do that. That's okay.
It's nothing about her personally, because I'm sure she's a very nice person.
But we don't know.
But it's just like every time I look at her, she's doing something weird. Why are you doing stuff weird? Why are you so weird?
I don't get traditionally embarrassed. Like if I fall in front of a bunch of people, you know what falling is. You did it before. What embarrasses me is when I'm like standing in a line at the grocery store somewhere, ain't nothing but white people around. Then one black person come up on their cell phone and say the N-word like 48 times in one sentence, and I'm like, oh my God, will you get out of here? That is the only thing that embarrasses me.
Dude, I know we're trying to take the word back, but come on.
That is the only thing that it makes me want to hide in my own shirt.
This one time I had just moved to this area and it's very, 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 very Caucasus. I mean, and it's not just white. It is like upper middle class. It's white. Like I'm the poorest, darkest thing in this area. And I was listening to and I pulled up to a Target and I was listening to the comedy channel on Sirius XM and I like to pretend that I'm deaf, so the radio has to be really, really, really loud. But this particular time, because it wasn't music, it was talk. I normally turn the radio back down and get out the car. I didn't do this time. So me and this white lady are walking to our cars, and she was like, "Oh, hey," like, "Hey, whatever, just good day, yeah, whatever." And her car doors open. I get in the car and I roll down the windows and I put the key in the ignition. I turn it on. The first thing is Richard Pryor. He said, "These niggas walking around down the street." I'm like, "Oh!" What the fuck? And I'm trying to turn the radio down. She went, I will never forget that. And I'm not typically embarrassed. And for 4 nanoseconds, I was like, "Oh, I'm so," and I was like, "You know what? Fuck it." And I just drove off. It was loud because it was as soon as I put and I don't think he said these. I think he actually all you heard was niggers. And it was just like, oh. And if she doesn't know, that's Richard Pryor's voice, and she probably doesn't even know who Richard Pryor is. So
if you grew up on my block, man, we used to it's like the Family Feuds would be like a sport, like everybody sitting on their porch watching one family explode out of their house fighting. It would be like, okay, who's got it this time? Baseball bats and pans and flying pans and all this other stuff. I mean, in our family, we were not exceptions to that rule. A lot of our Family Feuds spilled out onto the street. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was the wild, wild west. We lived in a Inglewood, which is
why you don't like to see it when you looking at people on TV. It's like
you don't want to. I mean, I used to stay at school. I used to stay at school on the swim team, track team, tennis team, all the teams, so that I wouldn't have to go home. I walked every night through the projects, and that was less scary than going home. So this is how I grew up, and the listening to the vernacular that we speak, mm-hmm. as opposed to when we get out of the neighborhood and start talking to other people.
Different.
Night and day.
I have my dad's cousins. They're like that. Like every other word is. That's how I have learned the variations of what you can call with an N-word to somebody to their face and make it as colorful. And you listen, and then their Cajun on top of that. So it's like extra biting, and it's this accent, and you're just like, oh my God. And then the moment they're out around from family, well, good morning, how are you? Code switch like a motherfucker. I'm just like, God. And then they looked, I'm not gonna say looked down, but looked sideways at my dad and my aunts, because my grandma was like, that's what we're not gonna do. We're just gonna talk normal regardless. We're not gonna have to necessarily. So what I don't want you to do is have to go from gutter trash to proper and not be able, you shouldn't have to do both. So I'm gonna pick this one. So they thought they were uppity, but they weren't. They were just like, listen, that's a whole. Now, granted, my grandma could call you all kind of colorful variations of Negro too, but she was just like, no, we're not going to do this today, because I don't want you.
My grandmother was blind, and she still called everybody every name I
Especially,
I ain't got to see you for you to be a helper.
Oh my gosh.
Too funny. Sitting and chatting, because that's what we're supposed to do. It's
33 minutes, ain't read one card.
No. It's okay. As Donald Richard Coleman calls it, it's the 4th of July, not July, but 4th of July.
I like that.
That man was woke before the word woke existed. Still to this day.
Thank God for that.
When I was little, never stood up, never put his hand over his heart for the Pledge of Allegiance or the national anthem, and still won't. 40 years later. Woke.
Did the thing that was important. That's all it does is the ceremony.
Ceremonials. We are going to get to readings. Stay tuned to the end. I have a little baby giveaway for someone. It's a little mini solar plexus kit. Solar plexus, the solar plexus chakra boosting oil, and I made a little tiny special solar plexus candle. His wick is crooked, but it'll still burn evenly.
Just clip it before you burn it.
It's clipped. I placed it in there crooked. It's not perfectly centered.
And there's a solar plexus video on Railing to Healing YouTube channel right now.
If he says there is, there probably is. I don't. Stay tuned until the end to get this lovely little giveaway. I'm personally going to focus on energy, emotional energy, because it's Cancer season. I also cannot promise we will not.
Already.
We're just gonna
put forth the intention.
We are going to treat cancers.
Yes, we are. Put forth the intention.
that spirit gives them.
Damn air signs.
Oh my goodness! Thank you so much for the super chat, Brenda. I pray that generosity is returned to you tenfold. We're gonna get into it. Thank you if you want to buy products. The book, readings are back. I think I start reading this weekend again. I think it's my first client. There we go. Back from my medical sabbatical, so you can do all that. If you want to buy Tony's, Tony, I owe you an apology. That's what I meant to tell you earlier. So I started a new series called, I think I was either on crack, tired, or just having menopausal moments when I recorded all 7 of these videos. First of all, I couldn't even get the name of it right. Is it Motivational Mondays or Meaningful Mondays? I don't know. Apparently I meant to say Motivational Monday, but in like half of the recordings I said meaningful, the other half I said motivational. Never once did I say the name of your deck right in all 7 readings until I was editing all 7. And I called it the morning. It is called the Morning
Sky.
Oh, it is Morning Sky?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Thank you, Jesus. Because I kept going. After I was like, oh, wait, there's the morning. See? Menopausal.
Morning Sky Shamanic Oracle deck.
Menopausal brain fog. The pouch was sitting next to me on the table. And at one point, I know I butchered it so badly. I was like, the morning. I should have stopped the recording and redid it, but I didn't. So, okay, so I did say the name right. I was like, I owe Tony an apology. I butchered this woman's deck every fucking reading. Okay, I got it right. If you want to buy Tony's deck, I think I'm using it. She's using it. Johnny may pull it out. Lucky Girl just put the link to her deck in the chat.
Thank you, Lucky Girl.
And thank you, Jeffrey, for the super chat. May that generosity be returned to you tenfold. So Aquarius, let's get into this. I'm going to look at what is driving your emotional energy this month. Tony and Johnny are also going to give you some messages that they feel Spirit wants you to hear. We're going to get it started. A whole 40 minutes and 42 seconds.
Gibby Gab.
It's fun. Tower and death ain't so bad. It needs to happen, whatever it is. It's a wake-up call.
Becca, your thingy should be there. If not Saturday, it should be there. I was trying to get it to you before your next live stream. It should hopefully be there Saturday or early next week. It's not coming from Amazon itself. It's coming from somebody who's selling through Amazon. So it's going to take a hot New York minute. And thank you for the super chat. Sorry, I said all that to say I see you. Thank you for the super chat, and your surprise should be there next or this weekend, hopefully.
And thank you, Jeffrey.
Yep, I think I mentioned Jeffrey earlier, but did not. Sorry, Jeffrey. May that generosity be returned to you tenfold. Righty. I can start. I need you, Aquarius, to be flexible. What's driving your emotions right now? You need to, what I would say is there's an energy in your sacred space that needs to be cleansed. And that energy is how you view yourself right now. There's something you're telling yourself you didn't live up to, something may be falling a little short, but that is a perception, that is not reality, unless somebody has flat out said to you, you failed. And even then, if they tell you you failed, that is their perception of the work you did, not the actual truth. So sage something in your space to clear up this woe is me, I'm not good enough. Good Lord, Karen, thank you so much for the super chat. May that generosity be returned to you tenfold. Get rid of that energy and allow more flexibility into how you view yourself and circumstances. Harness that sacral chakra energy. Okay, there needs to be some more flexibility, which is hard because I'm talking to an air sign about emotions and how we feel and things. Yeah, I know, and you're probably like going through one and after the other. I get it. One air sign to another, and also somebody who has Aquarius in their sign, and game recognizes game, but you are good enough. There's something, do some staging ceremonies, some cleaning ceremonies, some sacred to clear and create a sacred space for you so you can hold energy for your highest good about you and to you, so you can be more flexible with how you feel. That's what's driving your emotions right now.
I always thought, Aquarius starts with aqua. First of all, it's a water sign, and Scorpio is a fire sign. I always figured, because that's how y'all act sometimes.
Aquarius is an air sign.
Yeah, I always just thought of it as
a water sign. Yeah.
But everything you said is what I got too. I got in silence and shadow work. What is on the inside of you that you need to be working on? There is whatever's coming out here. You're absorbing that, and you're also, again, we say this every single month. Be careful of what you say to yourself. Those words have life. Words are power. That's why they say pen is mightier than the sword. You can tell a person, you can cut a person and they heal. You can tell a person they're worthless and they'll be scarred forever. So be careful of what you're saying to yourself. You're suffering in silence because what's on the inside of you, you need to work it out some way, somehow. You are now aware. When you become aware, you become responsible. So it's up to you now. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. There's all kinds of lifelines out there. Can't afford a therapist, you can get help for free. So find out what you can do and then do it.
Yeah, I got sacred space as well. Going inward and really paying attention to the work that you've already put into waiting for that thing that you've been working on, or all of the things that you've planted, all the seeds that you've planted to come to fruition. Something will come about, and there's good news about it for your soul. So these two go together, your soul and your sacred space. It's very important that you pay attention to your soul. Go inward, figure out what it is you really want. You have a lot of things going on, but you've got to figure out who you are within those parameters of what you've set out. All the seeds that you've planted, are they seeds that you really want to see happen, or are they just like, well, maybe I could do that? You got to commit. So go inside for the real stuff. That's where you're going to find the real stuff that you need to work with. Inward. Go inward. That's what I got.
I need all three of us to not make this so personally about me right now. That's all very, very personal. Feel a little exposed right now. And again, these are all generalizations. What we say for Aquarius may resonate more with the Sagittarius, vice versa. All of this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not get into your feels if your exact sign does not mirror exactly what you're feeling right now. Okay. Let's go to Pisces.
Pisces. Another water sign.
Boy, are they water. Pisces. I can even make a name out of this. These are three separate things. Okay, first thing though, there is some forgiveness that needs to happen in this heart chakra to balance out. See, there we go, to balance out. I always tell people forgiveness is not for the other person. It is for you. It is for you to clear that energy out of your heart chakra so it can be balanced, so you can be whole. You are not carrying around grief. There's something that needs some addressing, some forgiveness right now. Allow that to come in. I know that could be hard for water signs sometimes, but because that emotion is there and you're going to teeter back and forth. Why? What do I? Oh, this is making sense now. But it happened. Yes, it did happen. But in order to allow the forgiveness to come in, you got to understand that that is done. There are some conclusions that are reached. That person, that thing, that situation, that thing is done, and it cannot be taken back and cannot be changed. Let that end. Let it end so you can forgive and move forward and heal. And then two, if you're struggling with that, if you're having a hard time with that to create that closure, visualize, use that third eye chakra. What does my life look like? Not if that never happened, but what does happiness look like? What does the next step look like? And visualize that. And that's another good way to help manifest so that door can close and that forgiveness can start to take place, to take hold.
Find your happiness. The heart sounds. Find your tune. Find that what your heart beats to. There is a thing in your life where your passion lies, where even if you just think of it, you're like, oh, I'm excited about that. Even if it's just a little. Find that thing, find that rhythm, and get in that. There is doubt and failure and loss with statistic. This also comes from the inside. Yes, a person can make you doubt, but a person can let me say that differently. A person can't make you anything. A person can place doubt in your life. You have to accept that, which is why you need to find your rhythm. The loss, don't look at failure as this is over, it's done. Look at it, like I say, as step one. I tried this, it didn't work. Okay, step two. I'm trying this, it didn't work. Okay, step three. If you're just exhausted with trying, then try something different. But it is not a failure because it didn't work. Find the rhythm, keep going until you do.
Very clear on who it is that you are, what it is that you want to do. There's some coyote spirit fire to sort of come at you against that water, all that water that you are. There's some fire that's sort of trying to beat you back a little bit. But the coyote comes in with chaos to show you where you need to work, what you need to pay attention to. If this is your dream, follow that dream, because in order for you to do that, you have to let something go. You have to transform. You have to let something die in order for you to have your heart's desire. But you've got to be really clear on that, what it is. And that's why Coyote is in your life right now, to show you, in sort of chaotic and sort of like, what the hell is going on kind of ways. Because Coyote is like, trickster energy. So you've got, once you get clear, you can take this card as a clue that you can transform, you can come out of the darkness into the light, and just keep at it, follow your dreams and follow your heart. like Johnny was saying, the beating of that thing that's going on for you is very, very important. So stick with it. You can do it.
Beautiful message, Pisces. Let's go to Aries. Almost said Aquarius. Aries. Jen Lynn, we're in the chat. She may be just watching. Here's for you. I have a good message for you, Jen Lynn, or any other Aries that's out there. I feel like last month it wasn't the most pleasant message, but this month is good, and you can't make this up. I would say from the rooter to the tutor, what is driving your energy is that you need to get a good old oil change, a good system inner flush. When you go, next time you go take your car in, don't have them top off the fluids, just have them flush everything out and put new stuff in. Self-mastery, solar plexus chakra, balance, also solar plexus chakra. There needs to be some attention to not one, but many aspects, all aspects of your energetic health. Here's the thing, not everybody's chakras are perfectly balanced all the time anyway. Whoever says that is an existent is a damn lie. They try to get money out of you, or they're just trying to lie to you about something. No. There can be moments where you feel better. There can be moments where they're more in tune, but they're never all perfectly balanced all the time. That's because, we're human and that's life, and we don't control the energy around us. We can only try to respond to it. So this month, what's driving you is that a lot of energy is causing your energetic system. External energy is causing your internal energy to need a good system flush. Take care of all of your chakras, okay? Literally from the rudder to the tuda. Focus on all of them to help. Because there's some energy that's out there. I don't know if this is United States Pluto return. I don't know what it is. I swore Mercury retrograde lasted an extra 4 weeks longer than it should have because my refrigerator still ain't fixed. Side note, there is some energy going out there, and it's gaining momentum, and it's impacting you. Whether you're an empath or not, it's impacting you. So pay attention to the whole solar plexus chakra system. If you need help balancing your chakras, this woman right here to my right on the screen is an amazing healer. You can go talk to her. You can go to Jody Roberts. She can do it virtually. There are a lot of people who can help. redmentalhealing.com. But just pay attention to your overall energetic body.
I just got a MP3 from Jody Roberts for chakra balancing. So,
that's my favorite one too. The one with the them crickets in the background. Yes, baby. Oh God.
I'm all jelly faced.
I'm not gonna talk about the things I do to that damn track.
I second your message. I get tobacco, and then I get knowing, the third eye card. So there needs to be a purity you're putting in. There needs to be something you're giving back, but to yourself. This is for your greater good. This is for your opening up. Something is trying to enhance you, but you do need to feed it. But you need to feed it with balance and feed it with purity. This is not cigarette. This is tobacco. This grows from the ground. All of the rat poison that they put in it does not. So you need to put something in you that is helping you, something that is balancing you. Whether if it's just information, if it's words, those are the strongest things. Whether it's food, whether it's drink, whatever the case may be, what goes in you needs to be helping to balance you, because there's something trying to expand you, but it can't do it unless you help it, because it cannot force things upon you. It's only trying to improve you. There you go. Oh, you're muted. You're muted, Tony.
I said I obviously I didn't need to say anything because I was on mute. Same thing. It's cleanse, but the tobacco and the spirits coming together to create some kind of the energy that balances out. So I'm just gonna say the same thing that they said I'm saying do that. It's the same. It's the same.
That's what I need for me. That was my reading.
Who's that? Oh, we did Pisces, didn't we? We did Pisces.
It worked though. I won't say, oh, now the Aries show up. Oh, you're muted, Adrian.
I was like, now the Aries shows up. Jen, you had a really good reading and you missed it. It was really good this month, unlike last month. So, how old is my fridge? My fridge is 3 years old. It's an one of those fancy ass LG, but those models, the compressor blew. And that model is known for the compressors to go out, which you don't know until you're in it 2 to 3 years. So
and all your stuff is in there, and it's like, now what do you do?
Melted and gone. 100.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a month.
Does it talk to you? Is that one of the ones that talk to you? The LG? Do they speak to you?
No, she does holler sometimes. That would have been real nice to be like, "Hey, yo, bitch, I'm about to stop working. You may want to put some shit in somebody else's motherfucking refrigerator."
We're gonna get you on with what they used to call it, ice box, where you put the big ice in the floor or something.
I have to run $1,442.37 motherfucking cents worth of motherfucking food in this goddamn refrigerator.
She's like, yo, your milk is spoiled.
Your milk, your butter, your eggs, all of that seafood that was frozen, gone. All of the beautiful meals that people cooked for you while you were having, so you can recover, gone. Your fancy sriracha mayo, gone. Your fancy mustard that was blended with Worcestershire sauce, gone.
Oh, I feel so bad. I'm so sorry.
Only thing I could salvage was the liquor, and I couldn't even drink it. Okay, Taurus. Taurus. I love it when people laugh so hard they snort. That is my favorite. Oh, that is Don't you wish sometimes though life could just give you a "Hey, yo, bitch"?
give me a something. Anything.
Oh, that would have been nice. God damn it!
Maggie May had the same exact thing happen to her LG.
Oh, really? Yeah. It is. We didn't know it until we started going in to fix it, and then half of the parts are recalled and back order, and then trying to get, and then it's worse. It's better, but worse when it's under warranty, because it's good you don't having to pay. Because I think the cheapest estimate I got was like $1,300 for somebody to come out, but it's under warranty. But which means I gotta wait for assurance to get in. That they've been out here 4 times. Each different person was like, "Oh, they didn't order this. Oh, this actually needs this. Oh, this, you know what? All y'all can suck the inner flap of my toe meat. Get your mind out the gutter, people.
I really can't.
The meat that's in between my pinky toe and that toe next to it. What is that called? Index toe, whatever that called. Suck right betwixt there. Life ain't good, fridge. I mean, it's a beautiful, gorgeous refrigerator when it works. He's just sick right now. Okay. Taurus. Breath work and meditation. Yes. I have one of these, by the way. Actually,
I asked Jody, I said, what is the actual name of that? Because I think I want one.
No, you don't. Y'all go before me. I'll be right back.
Okay. Hold on. Taurus, I get in the meantime, this is you being bored. This is you not wanting to do something. But here's the thing though, Taurus. You don't want to do something. But no, you don't want to have to do something. But there is something you want to do. Because I also have heart, love, the bridge between. So There is something that you're passionate about. You're just not doing it at the moment. So if you ever get into this mode, follow that passion and say,
I love that.
it's like,
I love that picture.
I need to be doing that thing, whatever it is. Get off of this and go do that thing. Wherever your heart lies, wherever your passion lies, is where your heart is. So go do that thing. Go do it. It'll make you happy.
Did you get this too? Yeah, me too. I got that. There starts out like a little confusion about what it is. What am I gonna do? What's gonna happen? I don't know. But it's being crossed by celebration. So there is hope. There's hope to be out of the fog somehow about what it is that you want to do. There's a little, maybe there's a little illness or a little something that's happening that needs to, in the past, that needed to be addressed health wise. Ask for help. But the balance is balance out and your third chakra. Trust your instincts about that, what is that you want to do, that confusion, your intention, and ultimately your celebration. So really just think about, like what Johnny said, if there's something that you really want to do, something that's, that you love, something that speaks to you, do it. Get off the friggin' couch and go do it. Just do it, Nike.
And luck is on your side once you decide to not be the kitty cat laid up on the couch taking a nap. Luck is on your side. You will have what you need to get through it. In the meantime, though, if you're still trying to decide whether to do it or to sit on the couch and be kitty cat, breath work and meditation is the key for you right now. Breath work is meditation. Same damn thing. We're gonna have an impromptu concert.
Oh, look at that. I love your case. It's beautiful.
These are not cheap by any stretch of the imagination. So please make sure, Johnny, that you really want to do this before you do it. But then Jody from what's that child's name?
Jody Roberts from Sacred Inspirations.
Thank you. She had a Sunday stream. I don't remember what day it was. It was a couple of weeks ago where she had I always screw this up. Not Colin. I always call him Colin because his last name.
I had his name because she sent me a bunch of stuff.
Yes. Oh my God, I've like taken a half lesson from him. Anyway, he plays. And he goes through the different types of flutes. Absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to do is give me 2 seconds. Okay, you guys may have to not talk for just a second. Johnny, I'm going to tell you why you don't need one of these. Are you ready? Okay. Hold on. Let me get the fingering right.
I was going to say I have flute envy.
I don't understand. I just want. Jody told me years ago. She said, "Adrian, you." At first, she was like, "No." Then she was like, "That's not nice. That's not nice." She said, "Adrian, you can, but it's really, really hard." And I said, Jody, I have played wind instruments my entire life. I have been playing a horn my entire life. It's a little bitch ass flute. What's that gonna do? And I got this motherfucker and went, yep, and hold the note. It is really it's really hard. It's been 2.5 years.
That is a beautiful flute. Oh my gosh, it's just beautiful.
They're beautiful. This motherfucker was expensive.
Yeah.
They're expensive. But if you're okay with it's the best you're gonna get out of it for a really long time.
I am a master of hot air. I think I'd be okay.
I thought so too. I thought I could do it. I thought I had it. Nope. Is that yours? Ooh. And I bet you yours sounds way better than mine.
I don't know. I doubt it.
Yours is actual Native American flute, yeah. So, can you go ahead and drop a link to where you got that one?
It was a gift, so I will find out.
I think that's what I need. I think actually
that's the one I want. I don't want the big ukulele flute.
Jerry flute. And now I keep it as a reminder of for a person who very rarely cannot do something once they set their mind to it. This is my constant reminder that there are things I actually cannot do.
Well, it just takes a little bit more practice.
It's been 2.5
goddamn. What Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson, he says you may not do it well, but you can do it better.
That's not gonna get better. And part of me is like, I kind of want to sell it so I can kind of recoup some of this money. But does somebody want something that's been slobbered in? So pre-COVID, I probably could have gotten away with it.
Yeah.
Jody told me, she said, Adrian, I've trained you. I know you're good. I don't think you're going to be good at this though. She's like, it's really hard. And I say, oh, I got it. Shit, I learned a good lesson about ego that day.
That'll do it.
I hope you all enjoyed that free concert.
That was me and my 6 Lenormand decks. And I'm like, if you buy another thing you can't use, I swear to God, I'm gonna hire somebody to come kick you behind.
I would love to learn Lenormand, but it's really complicated.
It's not if you have the right teacher. I didn't have the right teacher. That's what people think about tarot too. Is if you have the right teacher, you can get it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, who is at? We were on Taurus.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny. Okay, Johnny.
Okay, I think I need to hear this. Let's come on.
Gemini.
Gemini.
Because this store down the street, I told everybody I could tell at this point. This store down the street, bootleg store, don't ever have nothing for guitar.
I can play guitar though. That's why I knew I had the flute. I'm like,
it's Shady Boots, Lord Jesus.
I play 8 musical instruments. I got this. I play electric and acoustic guitar. I got this. I don't have the flute.
Oh, Lord.
Thank you for the super chat, even though it was petty as fuck, Jenlyn.
It was. This is why we get along so well. Okay, Gemini.
I play guitar well. I just can't play the flute. Gemini, you were saying the store down the street that got
I ain't finishing the story. Just keep going.
No, you started it. All the little knickknacks, your little bric-a-brac store. Go ahead.
No, it's a grocery store. They don't ever have anything at all. All the fruits and vegetables look like they've been kicked down the street and then you sold them. So they never have nothing, but they always have a cow tongue and chicken feet. And I'm like, okay, because I'm about to vex somebody and I want a cow tongue and I'll go down there and it ain't one. I'm like, that's something telling you, you ain't got no business down here looking for evil stuff. So, okay, what'd you get?
Well, I hate to be the co-conspirator, but it is time for you to take action. So maybe you just need to go to another store to find your cow dye. Yeah. So take action. Here's the thing, though. Here is the thing. I got my solar plexus chakra, which is your house of intuition, and also your third eye, your other house of intuition. You can take action, but is that action actually rooted in, the outcome? You also know that by doing this, this could start some things. Are you ready for that once you take action? And that's all I'm going to say. That was personal for you, Johnny.
I've already accepted the contract.
For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So just understand that also by not taking action, that's also an action as well. That has to always remind me that by not doing something is also a choice. You're also doing something. So it's time to take action, but you already know the outcome. Are you okay with this?
Yes. Oh, you muted, Tony.
Why this came up again. I don't know why this came up again, but after a long period of introspection, the bears hibernate, a little period of going inward. Now it is time to take that journey outward. And there is joy on the other side in various levels. There are various levels of joy on the other side. If you decide to take that journey, that's all I got. Is if you decide to take that journey, all of the things that you thought would be around you, with you, for you, some of them will be in degrees.
Get closer to thy family, thy loved ones with 2 hearts and root chakra. Get closer to those people. Remember, there was a time you didn't know them, and there will be a time when they're not there. So make sure that you appreciate them. Appreciate those, mind you. I ain't saying you got to go talk to the person raises your blood pressure. I'm saying appreciate those of like heart, of like mind. Appreciate those people, and appreciate the ones too that raise your blood pressure, because at least you know what to stay away from in other people. It's like I recognize that in my Aunt Sally, and that same thing is in you. I need to go over here.
I recognize those are triggers that I need to heal or accept.
So that's what I get. Yes, Beck. Thank you.
I'm telling you, out tongue, Johnny, and those coffin nails. Oh my God, what kind of spell are you making? What spell are you casting?
I hate to be a co-conspirator, but it did say it's now time to take action.
He's like a Creole, whatever.
That's some good old Louisiana right there.
Some good old Louisiana. My grandmother's, my great grandmother, my whole family was from Louisiana.
Where in Louisiana?
And Madison Parish, or Madisonville. Madisonville was their.
Where's that near?
Heck if I know. I've never been there. I've never been there. We had land. Huh?
I feel like that's northern. Hold on.
That's where my mother's side is from. Baton Rouge.
Oh, Baton Rouge.
My daddy's family's from the middle of no goddamn. Oh, it's southern. Oh, is it southern? It's in Saint Tammany Parish.
Parish, yeah.
Which is.
Alana said Madisonville is North Shore of New Orleans.
Okay, North Shore. Thank you.
So you ask the chat; they know everything.
Ask the chat. Cancer, happy birthday to you guys! You were up. You were on deck. To really anybody not from Louisiana, they only think that everything is in New Orleans. and that's all of Louisiana. So for once, I was like, oh, that's nowhere near New Orleans. That's I was like, oh shit, for once it was.
California means LA, San Francisco. It ain't all them other places.
Right. Jesus.
Santa Barbara, where's that? Washington?
Lana, do you know Madisonville at all? Because I don't know it, but it'd be nice to know somebody who does.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I don't know. Because I could have been like, oh, maybe some of my people are near your people, but no, not even close.
All those witches. I grew up in like a 3-generation family of women, and we had no men to beat up at all.
That's my family.
There's a really good, it's on Netflix. It is called, oh God, hold on. It's about, hold on, Netflix documentary about women. Hold on. What's it called? In Our Mother's Gardens. Really, 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 really good. It talks about matriarchy, but not actual matriarchy, but just women and our connections to the other women in our families. Beautiful, beautiful documentary. Tearjerker. If you need something to do after your fireworks show tonight. Who wants to go?
Cancer.
First for Cancer.
Cancer. I'm not ready yet.
I pulled cards twice and they were confusing twice, so I put them back in.
Okay, well, I'll start. Cancer.
Then I pull a card that says confusion. They playing now. Okay.
Cancer, just like Aquarius, don't let the insecurity of your life rule your emotions. Are you good enough? Yes, you are. You are good enough. You've done enough. You are enough. You will be enough. Even if you do not have the resources right now, they are coming. That is a projection. That is a false narrative. You're telling yourself, stop projecting that out, especially stop projecting that out to your family. Your family may be asking things of you. It is not because you are falling short. It is just because their needs are different right now. There's things that they need. You haven't fallen short. It's just what you're giving is not in direct alignment with what they need right now at this time. That does not make you a failure. It just means that you need to listen to what they need, what they're asking of you. Also, too, there's a protection that you're seeking, but you're seeking anywhere and everywhere for that protection when it needs to come from within. Notice you got 2 root chakra cards here, kiddos. Okay, your entire basis of your root chakra. Do I feel secure? Do I feel safe? Do I feel protected? That starts here within you. Once you tell yourself you are good enough, you've got it, then the protection, you're going to feel protected. Then you'll be able to respond to the wishes and requirements and requests from your family because you were that validation, everything, those emotions are driven from within, from a place of security and health. Focus on you. What do I always tell everybody? Focus on you and only you first, because then can we work on our friends and family. It's got to start with you first.
Cancer, listen to what's not being said, whoever is talking to you. Okay? You get to listen to what's not being said. What's coming out of their mouth is garbage. Some beady head jackal is coming up to you saying, hey, 2 for 1 special. And you like, I don't want either one of them. So no, thank you. So it's listen to what's not being said. They're leaving something out. And so make sure that you are listening to that part. Protect yourself for whatever reason. Just listen to what's not being said is all I'm saying.
I love it when Johnny calls people beady head jackals. Okay, I'm done. Go ahead, Johnny.
That's my Aunt Esther coming in. That's what they
Yeah, it's whatever storminess is going on for you because of the way you are listening, whoever you're listening to. Take everything with a grain of salt. Do your research, do your due diligence. Don't just allow someone to tell you something unsubstantiated. Check the facts. Get the facts, because this, whatever it is causing a little upheaval in your life, and so you feel like you're on the wheel. So, but the outcome is take a little time out for yourself.
Why the dog on the couch with wine?
Take a little time out for yourself. Just, pamper yourself so that you can feel more like, I am worth it. I am worth all of the stuff that's coming to me. And I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. Just, take everything that you hear with a grain of salt and balance it out with what it is you want to do and what it is you can do. If this is all you can do right now, get that champagne, get that cake, get all that stuff, and feel good about sitting on the couch. If that's all you can do right now, do that and be really good at it. It's like, I'm on this friggin' couch and this is mine. Okay.
That card is a whole mood and I love it. The dog got on slippers, sleep mask, cake, and wine. Don't bother me. My name is Bennett and I ain't in it type thing. It's like,
my name is Paul and it's up to y'all.
You answer my call. I know.
I know. I was busy. What were you busy with? Me. I was busy with me.
Yes. Holding this couch up. I didn't want it to fall.
That was me.
Oh Lord, here we go again. Leo,
the lion.
Okay, everything want to fall out. Give me one, please, and thank you. No, ain't that okay? Speaking of sleep mask, take care of yourself. There we go.
Okay. So Leo, you need to nurture. There is some nurturing that needs to happen. Everything that's driving your emotions right now is from the lack of taking care of you first. The lack of, and not from a superficial level. Yes, a wine and spa day is fantastic, but there's something actually deeper that you need to nurture. There's an energy that you need to nurture. It could be an inner child work. It could be a solar plexus, balancing that I do chakra. It could be some sacral I feel chakra that needs work, but there's something deeper that needs to be nurtured right now. It really could just be your root chakra, that extreme root chakra as this is depicted, that needs to be nurtured. That there's a reason that develops from inception to 18 months is because that is the time where you need the most nurturing. We can't do anything on our own for ourselves. And so you may just need to go back to that primal beginning and give yourself something that you need. Give yourself a goddamn hug right now. Okay. But again, like I said, do not go about this superficially. We can take as many spa days. Yes, spa days are good. Johnny pulled up the spa card. That is absolutely fantastic. That's a good way to start. But while you're there, that breath work again, you need to really, really meditate and contemplate. What is it that is driving me to feel off? What is it that is maybe making me feel that I'm not whole? What is it that is causing this imbalance? Well, Jody Roberts, did you watch me butcher the flute earlier? And is that
that's my guitar lesson.
That this motherfucker was really expensive, and I've been sitting here not playing. I see you, Jody, and thank you for the super chat. And for all of y'all who I'll pay you to not play it again. I already pulled this out and played it again just out of spite. Because what you're not going to do is tell me what to do on my channel. I know I suck at it. I started the whole diatribe about how much I suck at it.
You don't suck at it. You're beginning.
Yeah.
No, beginning.
Just having practice.
If I just pulled this out of the package 2.5 years ago. This is not beginning.
Okay. No, that's okay. Beethoven wasn't Beethoven in 2 years either. It's okay.
He was just Bay.
And sometimes you can cut your ear off, but that don't make you Van Gogh. So sometimes things are not for you, but you can still be better.
Woo, Jody, I talked about you and how you told me don't do it, and I did it anyway, and that was a very good lesson for me about ego, and also the fact that there's just some things Adrian can't do, and that was one of the things I can't do. So breath work, Leo, get deep into what is it. Don't put the Band-Aid on it by painting your fingernails a different color. That's a surface level. Go deep within. What is it? I know all of the viewers in this chat wish they were deaf about 25 minutes ago when I told y'all that flute.
That was beautiful. I enjoyed it.
Tell Jody, why can I never remember his name when I have to remember? It's not because I always want to call him Colin Kaepernick because his initials are CK, and that is not his. I know that's not his name. And can you? Okay.
Hand to God, that is the first name I saw when I read his name the first time.
I always look at his Colin Kaepernick. And Jody's like, you know that's not his name. I'm like, I know, but it's CK and his like it's like Kaepernick, but it's not Kaepernick. Cornell! God damn it!
That is the first thing I see when I read his name, Colin Kaepernick.
Okay. Please, you guys, Cornell played. He went through all of the different types of flutes. And like when Cornell plays, tears. Jody and Cornell just did some concerts too. Jody, I think you may have them for sale, or there's somewhere where we can go download them. Put that, you're a moderator, put that link in there, plug yourself, please, and thank you.
And he has a channel as well on YouTube too.
Yes, and he does. Okay, done with the flute. Johnny, go ahead.
I'm okay. This is finding that comfort zone, your contentment, your routine, being satisfied. But just understand, I'm okay means that where I am right now, I'm fine. But I still got something I need to do. You do need some rest. Sunrise. Everybody don't get to see it, so make sure that you take care of yourself. Whatever it is that you need to nurture, whatever it is that you need to take care of. It is not selfish to take care of you, because you cannot expect anybody else to do it. You can want somebody else to do it, but don't expect them to do it, because you know what ails you first. It's like, I shouldn't say this example, but I'm going to say it anyway. It's like people who tell other people they're fat. I knew it first. You don't need to tell me. So, if you don't like the way Adrian plays the flute, she knew it first. Okay. So she was demonstrating why I shouldn't buy one. That don't mean you need to jump on the bandwagon of don't ever play it again. Play it again just because.
Or motivating him to buy one and be a better player than me.
Yeah. So take care of yourself, nurture that thing, and make sure, I'm taking this literally. Make sure you see the sunrise. Take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself. I second that, Johnny. There's something that's going on at a soul level for you. And it really sort of, it's about your purpose. It's about, what it is that you really want to do, what makes your heart skip a beat. And it's got to factor into your daily habits. What is it that you're doing daily to put yourself in the position of where you feel like you're a success and you feel like you're where you need to be? Listen to your guides and trust your instincts about it, because this is you. This is Doxtronomus. You are Doxtronomus. You are the magician. You have everything that you need to do what it is that you want to do, need to do, desire, whatever it is. You have all the tools, and all you need to do is just recognize, allow the sun to shine on your face so that you understand that there is no separation between you and the universe. It's all about consciousness. So be conscious and do the things that need to be done so that, get off the couch and go and do them. Let your heart skip a beat. Be happy. It's all there for you. You just have to recognize. You better recognize.
All of that. Take care of yourselves, Leo. You going through it, child. Woo! You going through it. Ooh. Well, Virgo. This don't make no damn sense. I don't like this.
Oh, I like mine. I'll have the positive one then.
Okay.
You give them the kick in the pants this way. I'll do the.
Well, I guess that makes sense. You need to balance some things out right now. You've been a little lopsided. Right now, it's time to. What's driving your emotions right now is ego, self, me, myself. This is with this essence of ego, I actually hear me and my needs first, which typically is good, unless it's not balanced properly. And that's what this is telling me. There's an imbalance. Right now, we need to kind of give. There's something we need to give into, Virgo. We may have gone a little off kilter where our planning, our persistence, those things that we're really good at Virgo, we've done for so long for others. Then we went to the opposite side and started doing that for ourselves, which is good, but we just need to balance it a little bit more. Okay. It's time to give rather than to take. And that's okay. Because that's life, yin and yang. I'm grounding. Everything we're driving from right now is from an ego base. I don't want to go through that again. I don't want to hurt again. I don't want to, me, myself. We may have just gone a little to the extreme. We just need to balance that out. Ground yourself to help bring that balance back in. Doesn't make you a bad person. Doesn't make it wrong. None of that. It just was a little off kilter. And we just need to balance that out right now.
I get parties, pastimes, new hobbies, friends, and follow your dreams. Find the thing that you like and join a group that does it. You need like-minded people right now it's possibly something you need a distraction or you need something to be interested in. That way it gives you a motivation to possibly do the other things in your life too. Because you need a push. You need a something to get you off of the I can't do that lump, whatever it is. So go out and find a new group. Go out and find a Facebook group. Now, mind you, I know COVID and monkeypox. I ain't say you got to jump in nobody's mouth, but go hang out with somebody. So just go hang out with people who like the things you like, and then do those things, whatever that is. Just don't be nasty. That's all I'm saying.
Watch who you swap sugar with.
I mean.
So remember when we laughed at this thing? This is no longer something, well, for Virgo, this is not for you. Don't do this. Because your purpose is really calling to you. It's calling to your soul to get off the friggin' couch and take that journey. If it's a journey inward, figure out how to do, a vision quest, or figure out how to, meditate or listen to one of your things that help you. What am I trying to say? Help you get into the mood, the frame of mind to be more than what you are. I know you're looking for it. This is not going to help you. The alcohol, put it down. Put down the cake. Get off the couch. Turn off the TV and get out into the world and collect your crown. I see you. I see you, Adrian. Get out there and earn that crown. You have it. You have the opportunity to do it. Your guides are behind you. They're pushing you to do this. So whatever it is, I have no idea what it is, but get the hell off the couch and do what you need to do. Get out there. Get out there. Get involved.
The reason I take this so personally, as a person who has Virgo in their astrology, is because literally after this live stream, I had planned to drink copious amounts of liquor. And I feel so personally, literally, I have the liquor and the cake ingredients lined up in the kitchen, and I feel so personally attacked right now.
See, what you're supposed to do is exactly what you want to do.
Yeah.
Go eat and go drink. Why? Because it's the 4th of July, and you can do whatever you want.
Donald Coleman's going to be so happy that you took that. I'm going to call him when we get off the live stream.
We've earned it. Gosh dog it. We built this.
And you of all people have earned it. So, do it, girl. Go for it. Have a ball.
The thieves and thugs.
Brenda, my bum is connected to the couch.
I'm telling you. Johnny said, I'm holding up this couch so it don't fall. Oh, Libra. Y'all be nice to Libras because I don't got shit nice to say to us right now.
Well, see here. Okay.
Libra.
Okay. I mean, don't take it personally.
Don't take it personally. I took Virgo a little personally.
Don't.
Aquarius was really good. Virgo was a little itchy taint.
But okay. It balanced itself out. Okay. For your own good, meditation, food, exercise, energy healing. Vision quest. Do what you want to do. Do the thing that makes you feel good. This is for your own good. Now, for your own good does technically mean all of the good stuff and not the bad stuff. But in particular case with the vision quest, find out what you want to do and then do that. Again, there's a theme here, people. Take care of thyself. There's a theme. Take care of thyself.
Put your mask on first and then put everybody else's mask on.
Oh, no, Melinda. I've been drinking a lot since Dead Dude been stanking up my house. I think that's why Tony told me. And that's the reason to put the damn liquor down.
I almost forgot about your dead neighbor. Is he haunting you at all?
He's been gone. He's gone.
He's comfortable.
He's real gone. The problem is that they're working on his unit now. So like them pockets of smells keep whipping. They just cleaned it out again. The other day, and it was nice.
You burn a lot of sage, right? Get rid of that crap.
But it stinks. So the sage is on top of stink, and so that's not. And he was a hoarder, and he was a recluse. Like you can tell he never opened a window for like years. It's just real. It's special. And I've been really thinking a lot too about the purpose of people in your life and making sure you have people in your life. The fact that his family, there's a particular family member who's kind of over his estate, and it kind of seems like that family member doesn't even want to have to deal with that. So what cost was their relationship? And it's just making me, and then just, going through my own health stuff, it's just been very reflective.
But somebody would come see about you. And you didn't have that.
I hope so. And that's where I had to just double check and go, no, really.
No, people, people will come and see about you.
Here's my thought process, though. And I promise it's good. It's not bad. I have been lucky enough to have the people. Whatever I've done what it takes. Am I doing what it takes, and could I be doing more? Just to continue to ensure that if nobody hears from me for about a week and a half, would they pick up the phone and call me? With my sisters, yes, it's a pain to come clean out my stuff in my house, but they literally dumped all of that man's stuff in dumpsters and threw it out. Now, probably because they had to, because of just the whatever, right? But had they checked on him when I said something, way before that, they wouldn't have gotten to that point. So I just think of like with my sisters, they wouldn't just, I don't want anybody to just discard. Literally, I watched him discard this man's life like he never existed.
Mm-hmm.
And that was just really hard.
Like it was just an empty apartment full of stuff.
It was hard to watch because he was still a human being. So that's just been very reflective. Okay. Libra. Clearly, our emotions are very high. And that's not what we do as Libras. Fuck you and your feelings. And they make goddamn sense. That is how Libras are. We say what we say. We do what we do. I have had somebody tell me that when you get a dose of honesty from a Libra, it's sting and it feel real different from any other zodiac sign because we're with the shits and we're not with the shits. So this is going to be really challenging. Cancer season usually is challenging for us because the emotions are high. Let's ride with them, Libras. Don't fight it. I know, but so counterintuitive for us. But like the example I just gave, the emotions that I am feeling, I'm trying to use them to work through it, to have a better, deeper understanding instead of just fighting it and letting them overwhelm me. So how can you use these emotions to help paint a bigger picture? And that indeed is what you need, is the bigger picture with both of your intuition cards, third eye, and your angels and masters with your solar plexus chakra. And this is another thing that's hard too, because again, the hardest thing for me to accept all of the things that I'm able to do is because I am a thoughts-based person. I'm not supposed to know what's going to happen. And these mystical figures in these chakras, these are something that you can't, well, at least in the early years of my life, you can't see it, you can't prove it, it can't be measured with science. Actually, yes, the fuck it can, as I studied and learned it. So this intuition thing is something that can actually be tested and measured. It is not an emotion, it is a real thing. So get with the program, Libra. Allow the emotions to run with you, not run through you. Ooh, almost had a very nasty analogy. I'm glad I kept that to myself. And this is also something that can be measured. It's not necessarily an emotion. Your intuition can be measured. Use it. Y'all looking at each other like, who going next? When do y'all go?
You already went first, man.
Oh, did you?
Oh, okay.
How much you did that? My bad.
So I don't know what I'm getting. I don't know what these cards mean. It seems like there's a family issue that is burdensome, and I don't know, but there's a choice that has to be made about it. It's something of the heart. It's an emotional choice, and the end card is the 3 of biscuits. But see that little rainbow back there, so that means whatever the outcome is going to be, threefold. You'll get it threefold.
That makes sense. At least for me, it does.
Okay, good.
One of my uncles has been sick.
Oh.
And I've been dreaming about him in weird ways. So yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, another very personal. Y'all stop being this telling all my business to everybody. Please. Jody, are you here? Because you up next, Boo Boo Kitty with Scorpio.
She's here.
Scorps.
I love this. Is about to be so funny. This is about to be so funny. Ooh, this is about to be so funny. And you can cuss me out privately after the live stream. You can call me if you need to cuss me out. But I'm about to get my 19 fucking chuckles off this one to tell a goddamn shaman to go do some shadow work.
They talked about it today.
Get busy. Oh my.
Boo Boo Kitty, there is some shadow work that needs to be done. Okay, to all Scorpios, not just Jody, but that cracked me up 19 times and sideways. There is something you need balance. All of this emotional stuff is coming from a lack of balance, root chakra. But like I said, for another zodiac sign, I don't remember which one it was, you got to get to the root cause though. So shadow work is what's going to help. We can't put the Band-Aid on it. What is actually causing this feeling? there's answers you need, but you got to get to them from doing the shadow work. Do the actual shadow work. The cool thing is, if you're like Jody or like Tony and you're a shaman, you already got tools. You just go sit in a hot box in the bathroom for like 4 minutes and you can work it out and you'll be good, right? To the rest of us, that's going to need a little bit more work. But just know, and that can just take a walk in the park, asking yourself, what is it that I really want? Or looking at nature, getting in tune with nature, what that looks like to help you get there. But there's some answers you need. The answers are coming, but the answers only come after you do the shadow work. What is actually causing me to feel this imbalance? And get those answers that way.
So what do I have to say? Shadow work. Same thing. I get the card is called Hidden Change. Past trauma, fear, the unknown, lack of confidence. There's something that is pulling at you, but there's a reason I put the kid in there inside the box looking out. There's something pulling at you from the past. There's something pulling at you, and you may not even know it, notice it, or realize it, or acknowledge it because you're used to struggle. You're used to struggling forward, and you don't know that something is pulling you and holding you back. And then I pulled Journey. There's your work that you need to do. The unknown. What is it you need to deal with? Figure it out. Whatever it is. Good luck on that journey, because shadow work is not always easy.
No, it's the least favorite work ever.
I was like, Tony and Jody have seen me cry ugly snot tears trying to do some damn shadow with them trying to pull me through some shadow work. So yes, it's rough.
I get the storm. So basically shadow work, and then the moon. So there's a lot of shadow going on here, shadow work. And there's some fear. It's based in a little bit of fear because there are choices that have to be made. And to get back on track with your purpose. But we have to have a little bit of a conversation with our ego, because yes, we're very capable. Yes, we're all that, but sometimes we get stuck and we lose the ability to communicate with that which needs the communication. So you have to take a look at that. But fear not, you have the strength to get through it. It will, it's, there are no like awful cards here. There's just a little bump in the road. So be cognizant and let that ego self fall away a little bit so that you can actually see what's going on. You can see through this mysterious moon child and let go some of this fear about it. And then you will find that you feel a little bit more balanced and a little bit more available to others. And in this period of shadow, take care of yourself. There are a lot of people who are pulling at you from different directions or whatever, but you can't take care of anyone until you are balanced. If you're not balanced, whatever you do with other people, it pulls you further out of balance. So take care of yourself first, balance yourself first, and then allow yourself to be, the person who helps someone else. But for now, it's all about you. You have to, and I know that ego is coming up for me right now, but you have to take care of yourself. So do that, and then you can take care of the other people in your life.
What do I always say, y'all? Repeat after me. Take care of yourself first and foremost. Then and only then can you take care of others, so we can collectively take care of Mama Earth. What? That was a beautiful message, Tony. Sagittarius. I feel like Snuffleupagus.
Snuffleupagus. Sagittarius.
Thank you so much. Somebody please help me so I don't butcher this name. Is that an I?
Sanjita?
Meter.
You correct us. Please let us.
Yes, please. Phonetically. Spell it out for us because
I think ooh, my butt bowl comes here tomorrow. Thank you, Jody.
Your what?
My butt bowl.
Your butt.
With its hemorrhoid cushion.
Butt bowl. That does not sound good.
Jody, have I called it a hemorrhoid cushion yet?
Because I heard butthole. And that's not what she said. So let me hear again. And then she said it again and it sounded exactly the same. I'm like, okay. I don't know. I'm sure she said bowl, I thought, because anyway.
Hashtag butt bowl. Jody sells little baby bowls and they have a pedestal at the bottom. So she was describing them one day and I said, bro, did you say butt bowl? And she said, no, I said something else. And ever since then I said, we've called it hashtag butt bowl. And then she said, for the bowls to sound the best, they have to sit on a cushion. I said, oh, great. So the butt bowls need a hemorrhoid cushion. Awesome. So
Meet Sanjita. She said it's a made-up name, so it's okay.
Okay.
However you say it.
Meet Sanjita, thank you so much for the super chat. May that generosity be returned to you tenfold.
Okay. I was just going to show you the little cushion. The little cushion.
Yes, I have.
That the bowl sits on.
I like to put mine around my wrists and act like Madame Cleo. Hers is like a little, they're flat cushions though.
Oh.
The butt bowl is, if I had the butt bowl, I would. I was like, Jody, get on camera to show us the butt bowl. Jody, if you want, you can get on camera at the end and show us the butt bowl, and I'll send you an invite if you want to.
And you got Oracle cards. You should have came on with this.
I know. I didn't want to bother you since you've been traveling, but okay, real quick. Not real quick. I'm getting my thoughts together real quick. Sagittarius. Listen. Real talk. It's coming from love. Nothing good gonna come from this. So go ahead and just walk away. Nothing will come of this. I actually saw the dead horse being beaten.
Wow.
Okay. So what do we do with that? As Johnny always says, forewarned is forearmed. I'm about to screw this up. Forearmed is forewarned.
Forewarned is forearmed.
Forewarned is forearmed, right? So now that you know that ain't nothing good gonna come from it, or at least nothing's going to come from it, now you can go ahead and transform. Have that transformation. Have this be your butterfly moment. Get out of this cocoon and transform into something new. Because you've already been told nothing's going to come from this. So why are you beating this dead horse? Let it flow. Let it go. And that process too, you got to be flexible. Flexibility is what's going to be your key. You have been inflexible. You have been trying to make something work that is not working. Ooh, Lord. It's like, I think about that time that I kept going back to my ex-boyfriend. And not going back, like begging him to take me back. And that was like a horribly toxic relationship. Nothing ever came from it. So why would you do that to yourself? If I can go talk to Adrian back then, I'd be like, girl, first of all, he wasn't even that good in bed. He was real hard to look at. And he didn't have a job. That's not fair. Selling, you don't collect it. You don't report selling weed to the IRS. So that's not a real job. And he wears the same pants every day. Like nothing good. So why do you keep going back to that situation? Treat whatever that is in your life like Adrian going back to her ex-boyfriend. Nothing's going to come of that. So go ahead and let that go. Be flexible. Have those emotions. Allow yourself to work through it so you can transform.
So what you need to do is plan and create. Sacral and joy, that thing that makes you happy. Go and create something. Now, here's the thing. The dream in your head is just the thought. The dream in your hands is what you need. You need something to be materialized. Whatever is up here needs to come out here. It needs to be in your hands. You need to actually plan the steps to do something. You need plan the steps to make something, whatever it is. There's something in your heart. There's something in your dreams that you want to create. Go out and do it. It means nothing stuck in your head. I mean, it's cute. That's wonderful. It's nice to have dreams, but it's better to materialize them, because that's why you have them in the first place. That talent and that thought could have been given to somebody else who could have been doing something with it. So never mind the fear, just do it. Never mind the doubt, just do it. Never mind the negativity from the criticism from the outside saying, hey, you don't draw very well. No, I don't draw the pictures you like, but I can draw the pictures I like. So go out and do whatever that is in your head, bring it into the 3D. If you don't, you ain't got nobody to blame but yourself. Oh, you're muted, Tony.
I got 2 moon cards. So there's a mysteriousness about something. Maybe it's like Johnny says, your dreams, but look at your dreams. Tell yourself the truth. What is it that's going on for you that needs balancing? And you know, we go, well, I don't know what's going on with me. We know, you know what's happening. So put it together, get it together, do a little, to do some things that help you pull yourself into that sphere of truth, of balance, of telling yourself that you can do this. Pull it together, talk to your spirit guides, have a communion with them. And it takes patience and planning in order for you to get out of this rut or whatever it is that you're stuck in, because there are new beginnings waiting for you. And so don't ever make yourself small. Don't make yourself small so that someone else can look bigger. Just don't do it. There's something else waiting for you. And if you tell yourself the truth about it, then you know exactly what to do. And then just do it. Just do it.
You send me the bill for your personal reading just now. Oh, you're muted, Angel.
Damn it. I literally just said I wish I had that reading a couple months ago. Yeah, because, actually, you did kind of give me that reading a couple months ago. That's beside the point. It was an abbreviated version of that. That hit. That hit.
Because that's me right now. All the thoughts are in my head. Mm-hmm. But I ain't brought none of them out here.
And
I mean, I'm holding it, right? One of them right now. I made this how long ago?
And you ain't done know what it is?
Not
I was thinking that Oracle deck that's still sitting in my phone. I was like, I've got a couple more weeks. I really should try to get that done.
Mm-hmm. You're next.
Like, even if I just do it for me.
Uh-huh.
Just do it. Tony, you're muted.
Do it. Do it. Just do it. Do it. And then you'll get this material harvest.
Just do it. And I actually did dim my light to let some other MFs shine.
And this is an action card, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Action. Take action, you guys. Just
do it. Life is. I just gave my brother this advice Sunday ago. Life is effing short. My next door neighbor did not plan to die ass up in the air over his bathtub. Did it? That man did not. I can promise you that's not how that man planned to go out. Breathe. Do what you can. Live.
Yeah, I know Becca.
I know Becca and me, but I'm more.
I find excuses to not do stuff.
We'll hold him up by his ankle and just shake it out of him.
It's not that I'm scared of Becca. It's just I'm slightly terrified of her. She don't shake you. I think you should go ahead and just do it.
Yes. She seems like the type of person, though, if you give her the assignment of make sure I stay on track, she's going to do it.
Yeah.
like drill sergeant style.
I was
not gonna let you get away with stuff.
Are you doing this today? And I can't lie because I ain't scared of you. So why am I lying? And so I can't be like, oh yeah, absolutely. I would have to be like, no.
No.
And then she would use all her seasoned language and be like, you know.
She cracks. Oh, I love her seasoned language. It gives me all the feels. All the feels. Let's do Capricorn. And then after Capricorn, we're going to have Jody show us what a butt bowl
is. Don't forget your giveaway too.
And the giveaway, we're going to do we're going to do a butt bowl and a giveaway. We're not giving away the butt bowl. We're just going to see the butt bowl. So y'all do not think I'm being nasty. And then the giveaway.
Capricorn.
Capricorn.
Ooh, Capricorn. Wow. This is Capricorn.
This might be for somebody who's listening. There is something, this is not an ancestral card, but this is. And there's something, though, one of them had, someone in your family that had. It's not in your possession now, but they want you to have it. And so, but you know possibly what it is because you may have coveted this item at some point. So it's almost like your grandmother or a great aunt or somebody had a bowl or a statue or some sort of cabinet or something. They want you to have it because you're psychic or you're a medium and you possibly have been getting little twinges or little hits or something. You just haven't called it that because some people, when you acknowledge it, it becomes a scary thing. So, but they want you to have it because it draws you closer to them, and then this is going to increase you over time, so forth, so forth. But whatever it is, go get it, or ask them if you can have it, or something of the nature.
Grandmammy, you know that bowl you're gonna leave me when I die? When you die, can I go ahead and just hold on to that now?
I can take it now. I'll take care of it.
Capricorn. Soul, spiritual awakening, and an end of a cycle is approaching. You may be grieving, actually. There may be a sense of loss that you're going through, and but it's guttural, and you can't understand why. It is it's deep. It's because the cycle is ending, and that's good because, again, it's like the snake that sheds its skin. You've got to get rid of the old so it can bring in the new. The snakes shed their skin a lot of times too because they're also growing. And they're getting bigger, and that old skin does not serve them. So they have to shed that so they can have a new skin that fits their new body. And this is you. Okay. Know that this grief is, and the thing of letting go is there. It's your soul trying to speak to you. That's really what it is. It is the spiritual awakening. Everything that's driving your emotions right now is as a direct result of this soul awakening, this transformation, this letting go of the old, bringing in the new that you have subconsciously been and spiritually been going through. So that's actually what's driving your emotions. If you're figuring out why certain things bother you that aren't, it's not a fluke. That's that old skin being shed. If you're wondering why new things are starting to you're looking at it in a different way, that's because that old skin is shedding. This, new skin is coming in. So the end of the cycle is approaching. That's also pretty cool. I'm actually a little envious. That's kind of kick-ass. That's awesome. Congratulations.
And it can be uncomfortable because a snake has to shed its skin by rubbing against something to get it off, just like we do when we get a scab and it starts to itch. You got to get that other stuff off of there. That's a good thing, though, like Adrian said. New life, new start.
I get that too. I get that there is you are a healer. You are a healer. Whether you know it, like it, accept it, I don't know, whatever it is. It's the thing that will bring you the most joy. I mean, not everything nothing brings you joy all the time, but it will bring you some clarity about what's going on in your life, and that will bring you some joy and new beginnings. So tell yourself the truth about how it is that you feel about this ability that you have. it will bring you closer to that, which your guides have told you on many occasions, that you are a healer, which brings beauty and joy to other people. And it's your survival. It's how you're going to survive. It's because if you accept it and you understand it and try to understand it and do the work and do the research about what it is that it makes you who you are, that helps with your survival. And that means that you're going to be balanced. So get right with, and you know it because you have that intuition. You know this. So get right with it and just accept it and don't fight it, or don't look at it like it's something that's terrible, and maybe your family won't accept it or whatever, the fear is. But this is your joy, and this is, this may not be your passion yet, but once you get into it, you never know, because this work is really wonderful in so many ways, and it puts you in a very wonderful space, and I love it. So that's my commercial. So we here at Shining Hawk Healing say, go for it.
We here at Red Lentil Healing endorse that message from Shining Hawk. Beautiful. All righty. So, hi, friend.
Hello. I came in early because I wasn't sure I could actually do this. Nothing's set up. I've got my laptop stacked on 3 pillows sitting on a bed.
It's me that's like, can you please show people what a butt bowl is so nobody I'm talking about giving colonoscopies in the middle
For
of
any of you who have ever seen the big crystal bowls with the handle, that's a New Age butt bowl. This is a 17th century butt bowl in that they're made to be held. And I'm going to have to change the sound to play them. Hang on. I'll be right back. Audio. Okay, do echoes now. To be able to use them in healing, if I were waving them over a person or myself. And so these are really old. I mean, these things are 400, 500 years old. And what I have discovered, because of course I confiscated 2 of them immediately after I got them, oh, mine, is that putting them on the square cushions just anchors their little baby butts better. So I call them butt bowls. And then I went and bought the special itty bitty sticks, because you cannot hit these hard. I've got a piece of hair on my wand, so it's floating all over the place. Like, it's very distracting. So I think you bought a baby one, right, Adrian? Just like the little tiny. And these are really, really easy to hold for self-healing work. Is any of the sound getting through without the mic? Okay, good. And I discovered the other day that this one actually sings. And what's cool about holding these, I can feel the frequency coming out of the bowl into my hand, which they always hurt from driving like I am, so. Butt bowls. So that's a butt bowl. That's my commercial. So if you're interested, just activateharmony@gmail.com, because I can get you on Zoom and I can go. I've got 7 of them left, and we can go through all of them.
Or
you can just what? Okay, hang on. Let me change the sound. Hold on. Let's get the echo back. Okay, I'm ready.
I was like, or you can just annoy her like I do and just be like, crack dealer, I'm ready for some more crack now. I've got $17.
I get encrypted text,
How
like
crack can I buy for $17, including shipping?
Exactly. So, Tony, were those your cards, the last deck that you pulled from?
Yes.
Ooh, can I see? Ooh, oh, I like. I have to order those to be shipped home when I'm almost going home to Arkansas.
Oh, Arkansas.
Yes, I'm ready to be done with Texas.
I got yours already. I just need an address.
You got mine already?
Mm-hmm. I got one for you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've got like 4 addresses I'm using right now. I'll give you the Arkansas address. Where will Instacart deliver?
Because a real crack dealer never gives out the real address.
Hey, there's organic food down here. It's easy to get to. I'm really happy about that.
It's easier to be a crack dealer when nobody knows how to get in touch with you.
Yeah, you're talking to the 36 year sober person going, huh?
Lucky girl, thank you for putting the Jody's email in the chat. activateharmony@gmail.com if you're interested in a bowl. Again, I found out my butt bowl will be here tomorrow. So there we go. Really quickly, Jody, hang on, don't leave. Guys, we're going to do the giveaway right now. Thank you guys for hanging in there with us. All 92 of you, thank you for hanging in for this last 2 hours and 12 minutes. Mind you, 40 of that, we were just chitting and chatting. So I really appreciate you guys hanging in there. Let's do this giveaway. I need you to pick a number between 1 and 100. You've got 10 seconds starting now to guess the number. And 10 seconds starting between 1 and 100. 10. Okay, I'll give you 15 seconds. 15, 14, 13. I already see one close. 12, 11, 10.
Well, you got to walk your dog in my driveway.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We are done. And I actually saw, hold on. First person was Jennifer Taylor. So congratulations, Jennifer. Jennifer, I need you to email me a mailing address at redlentilhealing@gmail.com. redlentilhealing@gmail.com. You're going to get the solar plexus chakra booster and a tiny baby solar plexus candle. So with that, guys, thank you so much for joining. Again, Jennifer, congrats. And email me your address. Any closing words from anybody on the screen?
No, Becca's going live next with the Tableau, and I'm gonna go eat.
What time?
Right now. Or
Right now, right until we're done. So I'm gonna go get drunk and watch her Tableau.
Watch the fireworks across the street. I mean, the reflection of the fireworks.
I'm trying not to slip into a diabetic coma.
If you want to order a deck from Tony, please go to her website, Shining Hawk Healing. Go to products. It is the first thing that's going to come up. It's the Morning Sky Shamanic Oracle. If you want to buy a butt bowl or any track from Jody, please go. You can email her, Activate Harmony. Is that right? Yes, at gmail.com. Guys, we will see you next month on the next reading. And we'll also see you this Friday on Johnny's channel. Until then, guys, take care of yourselves. Please be safe. Take care of your fur babies tonight, okay? Bye.